I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
Some of us get complacent. I trade seconds for healing. We'll have an early supper.
Get a move on!
You think...
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
My shift's done.
this place gives me an ill feeling.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work? Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap! Oh, that...
Patience wears a little thinner each passing year.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
book. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully, and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons with a clever combatant.
Are you unharmed?
Consarne!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consarne it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Yes, John. It is the only path forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Fatal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Fatal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength lacking, try the curative or have a bit of green one. When one of the fiends comes in, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. Have you beheld the dragon? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village. You can but hope that the sovereign griffin. No mean feat, to be sure. But that's the Sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the Sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermont owes much of its prosperity to the Sovereigns who have served it over time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you. The people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated and safe for the...
The people here are evacuated. The people here are There are more who can yet be...
There are more who can yet be saved. There are more who can yet be saved. It seems the rain has abated. Pawns are oft called nomads, for we wander between this world and the many other realms with which we are connected. I am no exception, and my experiences in these other worlds will doubtless be of aid to you on your adventure. "'Tis my privilege to accompany you as your loyal pawn, and I will gladly use the knowledge I gain to guide you.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then? Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
Why are you doing this, Arisen?
I mustn't let the captain see my knees now.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls. I'm nodding off where I stand.
How best to resolve this?
Might you be looking to enlist?
A good training regime hones both body and mind.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying. That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
Experience says a battle here, best of
Must hold out. Like it or not, I must go where duty calls.
I'll have myself a drink.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Delighted to meet you. Especially if we share a sweet tooth.
Or to polish up my beard tomorrow.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
First, assess the field. Then
Well met.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it.
Hoy there. You seem my pa always used to say. There's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not my eye. Being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard.
We must rest, though the sun is still.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where possible.
Now I'm bothered stepped in it.
Time to stop this.
No pay, and with a moment's rest.
Can't work as late as I used to.
Would that I ne'er had force to draw steel.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Hail! You a soldier? We've had to start sending out new recruits to Coldham.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was...
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for...
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste. Goblins approach!
No need of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Pleased to make your acquaintance? Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to go... Gather these up.
If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Get down here,
Too fast for you.
But never mind that now. If you're offering your aid, I'll gladly take it.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
me!
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
You cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
This way, if you please, Master. Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Pitiable arisen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
this moment forth. Thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
What say we gather some information?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. Well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And then...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runa's apothecary here in Mel. Ah, now I understand.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Your skills have come a long way. Well done.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for. Puts my ears on. Yet if aught to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. to now? What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap this time I went looking for.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
What brings you here?
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my ears on. Yet if aught to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. All I need my health. I'll learn the point I need. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Do come again.
Shopping is such fun.
We ought to have enough supplies to last us a while now.
I knew it to be so.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what they are. Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining. Finding the ingredients, if you know what they are. Do come again.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
Ah, well met. Here... For some fruit, Roberant, are we? Always a pleasure.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Always a pleasure.
What say we see this delivered?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for him.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
I'll earn the coin I need. 'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Another day, another adventure. I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Quiet as a milk. Fine place. What am I to do? My own mistress. He really ought to have returned by now.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
I'll have an early supper.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
It's all for yourself, but peace, quiet.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
How might I aid you, sir?
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could...
What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
He's as you say. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. I'm not afraid of monsters, which would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right, as for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will? Right. In we go, then.
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
We've naught to discuss. I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Not a foe in sight.
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt...
A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest all...
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Goblins, Master!
They have no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
We ought to have no trouble on the journey ahead.
'Tis as you say.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Good work!
Let's see where that came from. Splendid.
I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, 'twas a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
We ought to avoid combat if we can. Our priority is to see our charge delivered safely.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparation.
This way, if you please.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. It isn't far.
Eyes up! Harpies are upon us!
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed.
Shall we report back now?
Was impeccably timed, Arisen. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
I will protect you. I pray my efforts aid your cause.
Yon chest appears to be beyond our reach.
Surely we can make our way over to it somehow.
Here at last.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return. and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
With any luck, the instructors in the training ground here will have a cardo battle ready ere long.
Follow me. As you wish. I shall return directly.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
I only hope your memories of our journey are as fond as mine, Arisen.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
I've a selection of wares that... sure to please. Hope to see you again.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak. Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
We've got goblins!
Let me get that.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. The king sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with right. Lest hope you'll regardless, do well not to invite mistrust.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim.
Might I be of assistance?
Yon statue may... For a fine landmark.
Why don't we go take a look?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.